Everybody wants to know how we can make white rotten wood ourselves for breeding of stag beetles, especially for oviposition of stag beetles. And if you want to do that yourself, it's very easy, but you have to start growing mushrooms. And that's a good side effect, because while producing this white rotten wood, you can eat a lot of very good mushrooms that you can use in your kitchen. If you want to start with that, first you have to organize some freshly cut wood. Here is beech wood. That's a very good wood for practically every kind of beetle that we can breed, and it should be fresh cut. It means if you check it at the bark, it should be green here. That means that the bark is still living, is still protecting the sterile wood below, and that is the wood that we need for our project. And then we just make some holes where we later put some wooden dowels into these holes. They are also called mycelium blocks or whatever. And then around the whole block we make holes. So let's say that we, if we have a 10 kilogram block, we need about 10 holes, or more, or a bit, probably more, 12 or so. That's enough for one of these pieces of wood. And of course what we need then is these specially prepared and sterile produced wooden dowels with the mycelium of the mushroom inside. Here it is, the Pleurotus ostreatus, the oyster mushroom, and then you just put in the plugs into these holes just around the whole block. And then after you have done this, we just have to cover it with a plastic bag, and after that, when we have covered it with the plastic bag, we prepare a place in the garden where we can store these logs. About 3 to 4 months we have to store them. That's the time the mushroom needs to come out of the dowel and to get into the whole log. And after these 3 to 4 months, the whole block looks like a camembert cheese, covered with white mycelium outside of the whole block. And then it's time to put the whole block in the garden. But first I'll show you how we pack it. It's a very thin plastic bag, that's enough. It's good if it's transparent, so you can check what is going on inside the bag. And what is also good is to put a little water over the whole thing, so that the humidity stays very high inside of the bag. That's what mushrooms like: high humidity, no sun, and even temperatures, so that it does not go up and down the temperatures all the time. And of course, at last, it's good to write on top what kind of mushroom it is. AU means Austenseitling, oyster mushroom, and the date. You can put it also on it. And then, look here, some more that I prepared already. Then they come to a place where they are covered with straw, or you also can put a mat over it, or a plastic or whatever, just to cover it, and they stay there for 3 to 4 months. Then the block should be completely white, and you can put it 2/3 into the soil. You remove the bag, and 2/3 goes into the soil of the garden. And then after 3 years, that you can eat around 20 to 30% of the weight of the log you can harvest as mushrooms. It means that if you have a 10-kilogram log, you can eat about 2 to 3 kilograms of mushroom from that log within the next 2 to 3 years. And after that, the mushroom has taken out all the stuff that he needs for living, and it's practically the end of that stage for the mushroom that we put on, and then it's white rotten wood. After 2 to 3 years it looks like this. It's sometimes you can very easily break it apart, yeah, and it's very very light. It's like styrofoam foam. It's very light, and this is the material that you can need for oviposition of stag beetles, also for the larvae to eat, and that's how you produce white rotten wood. It means that you start your business as a mushroom cultivator. Thanks.